Oh, here we go. Hello! It is another edition of Live at the Hive. I can't believe we're creeping up on the middle of July. Like, was it not just May? And then where did June go? Lots of things going on. I look a little flush and haggard here. My kickboxing gym finally opened up, and I convinced myself I had time to do both. Well, I did. I made it back on time. I don't look totally like a train wreck. I had time for the puffiness and sweating to stop, so I hope everyone is getting back to their normal routines or the new normal routines. It's good to see that the rec is open and a lot of businesses that were kind of taking their time to get their protocols in place, and they're getting back open. It's not quite business as usual, but it's good to be getting back out there to our what was our regular routine. I feel very conscious of when I use those words like normal and regular because it's pretty much anything but that. But getting to go to my new kickboxing class tonight was fabulous. So we have got a big week this week. We are talking with Truro Pride about what that looks like, speaking of the new normal and regular, what that's going to look like for our community this year. But before we get on to that, I want a quick shout out to thank our sponsors. I really don't put enough attention to the great businesses that we have here locally that Truro Buzz would not be able to be possible without. So we have the Community Credit Union, the Truro and Colchester Partnership for Economic Prosperity, Fran Grant from Remax, and our newest sponsor is Pi Chevrolet GMC Buick, mouthful, but these businesses are great supporters of Truro Buzz, and like I said, we would not be able to bring you the coverage of things that we do without these sponsors. So if you're interested in becoming a sponsor or getting more information about how we can get your message out or advertising, by all means, drop us a line at info@trurobuzz.com and send us a Facebook message on our Facebook group, and we would love to chat with you more about that. So thank you to our sponsors, the Credit Union, the Truro Colchester Partnership for Economic Prosperity, Fran Grant at Remax, and Pi Chevrolet. So we also have the newsletter coming out tomorrow, as you may or may not know. It's so exciting to see events in public start coming back to the newsletter. For the last 3 months, it had been, I found these great websites. I'm trying to make this from these recipes I found online, and crafts for your kids, and activities when you don't have a gym. So it's really great to see activity. There's concerts coming up. There are so many great patios. We are working on a patio blog for you because there are so many new ones, and we've had that question a lot, where are the different patios we can go eat, and they are popping up everywhere if you haven't noticed. Also, we've been really busy in the last couple of weeks. You may have noticed Out of Bounds Tours is a part of Truro Buzz, and we have been busy getting those together. We have been taking people on tours. If you're not following OO Bounds, check it out. You can see it on Truro Buzz Instagram and Facebook. We've got family friendly, we've got budget friendly, we've got time friendly. It's all stuff that can be done in a day. You can do it with your family, your friend group, bubble families. Definitely check it out. The website is oobounds.ca for more information, or again, hit us up with a message or an email and we can send you to the right places. So with that all being said, we are talking Truro Pride, and I know I don't have, of all the color stuff I have other than myself, I left my rainbow stuff at work because I'm going to be decorating the office for Truro Pride coming up. But we are talking with Holly Fisher, and I'm going to bring her on now. Bear with me for a moment here and show in stream. Boop. There we go. All right. Hello.
Hey folks, how's it going?
It is a lovely, well, it's kind of a gray overcast Wednesday, but that's not so bad when you've been frying in the sun for the last few weeks.
Very true, yeah.
So, Holly, tell us about what is Pride? I get that question all the time from people, like, what is Pride and why do we celebrate it?
So Pride means a lot to different groups of people. A lot of people and everyone on majority views it as a celebration. It's a time to gather, celebrate who you are, your gender identity, your sexuality, and express yourself. Others actually view it still as a protest, where we still have a lot of work to do and to make sure that we're all included and we all feel equal in our society. So it's got a lot of different viewpoints. Here at Truro Pride, we view it as both. We still have a lot of work to do to make sure that Colchester is an inclusive place for everyone, but we also want to celebrate who we are and be able to express ourselves. So it's a great time of year, and we feel like Pride is not just on Pride, it's all the 365 days as well, where there's always time to celebrate who you are. Yeah.
Good point. I'm going to stop you for just a second because I checked on the Facebook page and we are not live. And you're not on Facebook. Hang on now. I scheduled the stream, but it doesn't seem like it's showing up on the Facebook page there. I'm so sorry. This is
No
the
worries.
first time I tried to schedule it first. I mean, if it is, I'll start it again there real quick.
No worries, no worries.
Frig. Unscheduled post. No. Why is that not showing up? Okay. I'm gonna stop this and try and do it again.
You are live. We got somebody in the chat that's saying you are live.
Oh, Kelly, good. Thank you. It's not showing up on my Facebook, and it's like the last couple times I've had a couple problems with this platform. So I'm watching live. Yay! Okay, so I'm glad you heard that.
Perfect.
Oh, look, I hear all the comments come now. I can see it. They're like, there was no comments there. All right, people, thank you. We're good. Professional service, yes.
Excellent.
So that's it's interesting. I never really thought about Pride as a protest still about, getting to be equal and inclusive. That's a really interesting way to think about it.
So that's where the history of it comes from. On June 28th, and June is Pride Month. We celebrate it here in July just because the weather's always better in Nova Scotia in July, so we always went with July for that. Right? Yeah. But yeah, so Pride started from Stonewall riots, which were actually protests against police brutality against two LGBTQIA plus people. So yeah, there still has roots in the protests, but it is, again, a lot of people view it as the celebration, and we have the merger of both, where we want to have everyone celebrate, but still realize we have a lot of work to do. Yeah.
I actually love the angle you guys took on the social media this year with highlighting the history of it. Like I've learned it's stuff like you knew and have heard, but like getting to really read it and having it brought to the forefront again, I thought was a really fantastic idea.
Yeah, we love that idea, and we wanted to take that even further this year, but maybe next year, where we'd love to put up something in the Colchester Historium and actually have an installation where people can come and take a look at the history and get some more local stuff as well, because there's great local history here with the work that Al McNutt has done and a lot of people in Halifax and Colchester area. So next year, look forward to seeing that.
That's a great idea. I would love to see, I mean, I love the historium anyway, but I'd love to go through that exhibit. That's a fantastic idea. I hope that comes together.
Yeah.
So Pride Week here is July 10th to 17th.
You got it.
You may have seen a post recently that there's a new flag that's going up. Do you want to talk about the new flag design a little?
Yeah, so we've actually worked this year to put up the progressive flag. And the progressive flag is a new version of the Pride flag. It's been around for a while, but we really wanted to highlight it this year just to show inclusion in our whole community. So we've, in the queer community, we've kind of left a few people behind, and we really want to bring them forward this year and make sure everyone feels included. So that includes queer, trans, people of color, and make sure everyone is noted and they feel like their voices are heard. So this year we'll be raising 4 flags all on the same day. We've got one going up here in Truro. We've got one going up at the Truro Police Service, one in Stewiacke at Dennis Park, and one in Bible Hill at the Dow AC as well. So they'll all be going up on the same day and doing some Facebook Lives as well with that. So.
Oh, that's awesome. And so people can find you on both, is it Facebook and Instagram under Truro Pride?
Yes, they can. Yeah, and it will be on Facebook Live if they want to virtually view it. We are welcoming people to come down to watch the flags go up, of course, keeping social distancing. And it'll just be a little celebration where you can clap as it raises up, and it'll be quite nice to see that across our Colchester area. So.
Oh, it will. That's fantastic. So in lieu of the Pride Parade this year, which is unfortunately not going to happen, I know a lot of the community is very sad about it. It's such a wonderful event, and this would have been the 4th year we had it.
Yeah.
So what other events do you guys have on for Pride Week coming up this next week?
So we do have some events that we're trying to keep. We're making sure that we're not going to do any large gatherings. We just don't feel like that's responsible at the moment to do that. But main thing is that we just want to show support. So right now we're working with Truro Brewing Company. So everyone feel free to head down there and grab one of the Same Love beers, which is a blackberry sour beer. It's amazing. highly suggest that. $2 from that goes to the Truro Pride Society, and that will actually help us next year to make Pride even better.
No
So
kidding.
fantastic of Truro Brewing Company to do that for us, and really looking forward to everyone trying that this year. As well, we're going to do on July 15th, we've got a movie night coming up on a Netflix watch party. So everyone can join in. We're going to watch Disclosure, which is a great movie talking about trans representation in the media and how it's affected everyone's lives. That's a great educational moment for everyone just to sit down and watch, grab some popcorn, and learn something about the history there. And we're going to do a Truro Pride playlist 2020, where everyone can join in on a collaborative playlist, add your favorite Pride songs in, so then you can actually listen to that and still party at home.
I love
And we've got, yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I can't wait to see what everyone adds in.
I know.
We're also doing a program, so it's Pride in Your Own Backyard. So we've got 50 Pride flags that we're going to give out to some lucky winners. So everyone stay tuned. We'll do a post. First couple that like and share it will be able to grab one Pride flag and take that home. As well, we're working with a lot of different companies in businesses in Truro to actually do 10 kits, where 10 lucky people will get a Pride kit, take that home, and you can celebrate Pride in your own backyard. As well, we're getting one rainbow box from Lily Stackhouse there to be able to donate to a follower as well. So really excited about that. May not have any in-person events, but at least you can celebrate Pride at home, which is really what it's about, having those conversations and feeling included at home. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the Facebook Lives and being able to share it on social media and connect with other people that are celebrating too. Like that's, to me, that's where you really see social media shine, is when you get to share in these things like this when you can't be together.
Yeah, exactly.
That is awesome. And we also wanted to talk about Paint the Town with Pride, encouraging
Yes.
homes and businesses to still decorate for Pride from July 10th to 17th for our Turo's Pride Week.
Yeah, so I would actually, if you want to keep it up all year, I would even suggest that. That's even
True,
better.
you're right. You're right. I
But
mean,
if you have, that's the main thing, is that we really want to turn the rainbows up to 11 this year. Get the whole county involved. We want all of Prince Street, all of Truro to this be coated in rainbows, just to show support, show everyone that you're still thinking about Pride, still want to express yourself, and show inclusion for the whole community. So really want to push that to get everyone to start putting their Pride flags out. We've also got our hashtag going, so if you wanted to take a photo, we're talking business, at home, wherever you are. If you've got a barn, you want to put a Pride flag on your horse, take a photo, put it on the hashtag, and we'll highlight it for you. So really looking forward to that one.
oh, that's great. And now, while we're talking about rainbows and the rainbow box, is a great time to bring on Lily Taylor-Stackhouse. So hang in here with me for a second. I'm going to bring her into our stream, and I got to unmute you. Okay.
Hi,
Hello. Welcome. Can you guys hear each other now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Perfect. We were trying to have a little chat pre-live, and they could both hear me, but couldn't hear each other, so it was a little difficult. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So why don't you tell us? Thank you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the Rainbow Box Project?
Yeah, so basically, as you guys know, a lot of Pride events and Pride parades and everything have been canceled this year, and that's been super disappointing for people. Also, a lot of queer people have been kind of isolated from their communities. For a lot of queer people, chosen family is so important to them. And now with like a lot of the social distancing that was happening earlier in the year, people have really been taking note of that. And I just kind of wanted to try and do my part to make people feel like they could still celebrate being who they were and Pride even if they are at home. So I wanted to create this rainbow box, and it has all kinds of things that you would generally have at a Pride parade and some special stuff to help you celebrate from home. And all of the proceeds are going to the Youth Project, who's giving a lot of the proceeds to the NS Black Lives Solidarity Fund. So that's really awesome. And yeah, I just wanted to do something to give back to the community.
No kidding. That's fantastic. What is in the Rainbow Box for people to get an idea?
So we have all kinds of fun stuff, including Pride flags. We also have, I don't know why I'm saying we, it's just me. There's
the same thing with Truro Pride. Like, it's primarily me doing stuff, and I'm like, we as a whole.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
There's buy bombs, which are like buy Pride colored bath bombs. There's bandanas, which can be used in a lot of ways, including as like a face mask. There's stickers, there's pins, there's bracelets, there's letters. That's probably the most exciting part of the box, at least for me, is the letters. I reached out to a lot of my friends in the LGBT community and asked them for letters talking about their experiences and then talking about overcoming some of the challenges they've had in their lives. And they shared some really heart-wrenching stories. I definitely cried a couple of times reading them, and letters from those people are in the rainbow boxes as well to kind of root you to your community when you're receiving the box.
So how can people get their own rainbow box?
So you can go to my Facebook page, which is at rainbowboxns, or go directly to tinyurl.com/rainbow-box, or you can search for it on the Skin Decision website. My mom owns that, so that's why it's on that website. And on the Facebook page, you can also see all kinds of posts about LGBT history, certain significant dates, and just kind of things to brighten your day.
That is awesome. I'm writing in the Rainbow Box NS, and it's in the comments there, so people can find it. Check out Skin Decision. I can't.
Thanks.
Well, I'm trying. I think it's great. As I've started doing local gift boxes and stuff, I just love the idea of this little box of stuff that you get, whether it's local stuff or whatever it's from. It's just so fun. It's like fun to unpack it, and it's never just like getting one present. You get all of these different items. The bath bombs I thought was a really fun idea.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's super exciting for people, and I did this to give back locally, but I've actually sold them as far as Nunavut and Calgary, and
wow,
isn't that crazy?
Amazing. That's awesome. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when your mom told me about it, I thought, was like, wow, that's a really great idea. Can you put her in touch with me so I can get that information and put it out there? Because it's a great idea.
Thank you.
How can I ask how you're celebrating Pride this year?
Honestly, like the rainbow box was my main thing. I had so much time free right now because I'm not working and I'm not going to school until September. So I thought, I have to do something here to keep myself busy and feel like I'm not just wasting the summer doing nothing. So I thought this would be a great way to celebrate. And obviously, I'm also celebrating with my friends all the time because a lot of them are part of the community as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really the hardest part, isn't it, too? Not be able to get together with the friends and peers that you would normally have, and just, not that you shouldn't do that all year round, but around this time especially, it's extra difficult, I know.
Yeah.
So I know we had mentioned earlier that our Pride Week is right on the heels of Halifax. There are some events happening in Halifax as well.
They are putting on some live events and some in-person events. They have the Garrison Grounds going, so there will be some events that are happening there. Yeah.
That's awesome. So where can people find the list of stuff we went through earlier, like the Netflix, the playlist, the beers at Truro Brewing Co. Yay!
Yeah.
Where can you find those at different events?
So we'll be posting those in the next coming days. So we're trying to just do about one social media post a poster, and then we'll start putting them all together in a list. And then that's the main thing, is just pay attention to the social media page. Try to stream as many people over there, and yeah, just keep up with what we're doing there. So, but the next coming days, you'll see a bunch of different posts to keep a list of what's going on.
That's awesome. And tag Truro Buzz on them. We'll definitely share them all.
Perfect.
As soon as we can see them coming across.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on and telling people about Pride. I know it's been a hot topic about people wondering how they could celebrate Pride. They look forward to the parade and the community events we have every year. So it's great to know that things are happening and there's a way you can connect with the community.
Totally. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So be sure to follow Truro Pride if you're not already following it on social media. And then
you've got a horrible person in your group chat.
I'm trying really hard to keep going, but I can't do anything about it until I get out of this.
Oh, Randy.
Okay. I'm sorry that you feel the need to
next year, Randy, come out to the Pride Parade and we'll get you all exposed to the queer community. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Educational moment. Yeah.
That's right. And people wonder why we still need Pride.
Got it. Yeah, this is it.
So thank you for providing this example, really.
Exactly. Yeah.
I find that's a question I get a lot that people come is, but I mean, I'm trying to think of the way to word it, and it's not from my opinion. The question comes up, but people just don't understand. I was like, but I mean, they're included now, and it's public, and like, why do we still need to have this different celebration? It was like,
Yeah, but it's also a lot of, there's one thing that we got, marriage equality. That's one step, but there's still people in our own community that have been kind of left behind, and just the educational moments of really, getting people to understand and making everyone's life feel more inclusive, and not having to, go into certain spaces and feeling like you have to justify yourself or feel nervous and unwelcome to walk in your own community. And it'll be great in a couple of years. I feel like Colchester is on a straight line and heading there, but we've got definitely some bumps in the road to hit. But yeah, Pride is definitely still needed. It's something that, one day we'll get there. We're not there yet, especially, and that's why having that progressive flag raised where we're addressing, people of color, trans community, non-binary, and really hopefully educating people on the topic and just getting more exposure for what's out there. So
yeah. I'm a huge optimist. So when I see even just little steps go forward, like seeing when they painted the sidewalk and seeing that they were putting the brown and the black stripe there, I was like, that's such a great idea. Why didn't that happen sooner?
Huge. That was immense to see Truro do that.
It looks
We were really happy about that.
Yeah,
we were really happy.
Yeah, it was a great idea, and there was such a great turnout for the Black Lives Matter rally, and seeing that momentum.
And it was great to see that here in our own community, just in terms of we were able to reach out to Black Lives Matter Truro and get their opinion on the sidewalk and make sure we were on the right track to understand that, is that actually going to represent that community? Is that something they want? Because you don't want to take the steps without reaching out first. Same with Truro and even the Pride stuff, right? It's always a good idea to reach out to the community before you try to represent them. So highly suggest that in Colchester. If you've got any Pride stuff that you want to do or an event, feel free to reach out to Truro Pride. Even there's a lot of different organizations here, PFLAG, Queercraft, the Youth Project. There's tons of different things going on. Feel free to reach out and get that information, and make sure that you're representing the community properly.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's a lot of people want to be champions and get out there and do stuff without checking in with the community first to seeing like, is this okay? Are we working together? That's a really good point.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and coming to talk to us and all that you're doing to keep Pride going in COVID times. And just please know the community appreciates it. And we're really glad to have this here.
Awesome.
So check out Truro Pride and check out Rainbow Box and follow along. And don't forget to get your rainbow flags out and whatever you can do to paint the town with pride for the next week in the minimum. All year long is good, but definitely put a little push on this week.
Awesome.
Great.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much for having me.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.